Ola struggles to meet her customers' demands. The pharmaceutical industry remains one of the hardest hit by international sanctions on Syria.
Only 15% of the medicines are available. We are facing severe shortages in diabetes, blood pressure, and other chronic diseases medicines. Some other are not within everyone's reach. It makes us frustrated and embarrassed.
Alternatives help, but they are not a complete solution.
Some medicines are not efficient enough, and it forces any patient to get extra courses before recovering.
The transport industry is also on its knees, with roads in terrible shape. Vehicles couldn't be more dilapidated, and the spare parts trade is suffering.
We need a third party to import, and that means extra charges. Most companies decline our orders as they fear retaliation from the US or EU. The Assad regime replenished its coffers by monopolizing some locally made parts. We were frequently subjected to exorbitant taxes.
A 14-year-old war and international sanctions, some of which date back to 1979, have brought Syria to its knees. Local financial institutions have also been banned from the international banking system.
It is difficult to gauge the impact international sanctions have had on Syria's economy. But while they remain in place, the country will find it difficult to map out its road to recovery.
The preliminary estimates to rebuild Syria, though conservative, could top $800 billion. But nothing can be done without the lifting of the sanctions. Last month, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees sounded the alarm.
It will be an additional factor to encourage people to return. Why? It's simple. Because to invest in services, in infrastructure, to invest in the economy, to create jobs, sanctions make it impossible. Sanctions were created for another situation, so they have to be reviewed and hopefully lifted.
Syria's new administration keeps calling on the sanctions to be lifted. Its main concern is that with over 90% of its people living in poverty and a devastated country, the transition could go awry. Bassam Bounenni, TRT World, Damascus.